Ribble CGR SL. Today I'm gonna have a go at maintaining the old headset. It's a bit stiff, becoming a little bit noisy, so I think it's time for a bit of maintenance work. Got a few tools here, multi-tool, some grease, torque set, bit of WD just in case. First, we'll have a go at undoing these, and then we'll go into this bit here and pop the ring off. Also, before I've undone these and that, I've decided to just pop the wheel out, just to make sure there's not as much weight on the front, so when we drop them out. So now, should be able to just undo this. Count how many spaces we've got as well. 1, 2 and 3. Slide this off. And then off comes that. Keeping them all in order on a table next to you, so you know where everything goes back. And then this should just drop out. Like that. There we go. As you can see, it's quite gritty. We'll have a look at them as well, clean them up, service them. So now that that's all out, in the top there's some bearings and also in the bottom, so we'll just pop them out and we'll start giving everything a bit of a clean. Let's go from the bottom one first, I don't want to falling out. There we go, on its way out there. A bit greasy, but bit khaki, so could do with a good clean re-grease. That's something we'll do. Same with the top one. There we go, popped it out. Bit gritty, but it's been used though. Give it a clean and pack it with grease again. So, got the bearings out and inspected around here. All looks fine. We're a bit dirty, but Give it all a wipe out, spotless, and the same underneath. Give it all a really good wipe out, spotless. Have a good check, make sure there's no damage. Now the bearings, I put in a pot and soak them in oil. Some people might want to run WD-40 through them, but other people have an opinion that that can blow grease out. So each to their own opinion, it's up to you. Clean them however you want really. I've just got some normal chain lube for now. Put them in a pot and just let them soak. Nice and quite nice now. They're sounding good. Just let them soak. Now this is just a maintenance of the bearings. No doubt if I do this again, I will most probably replace them. But for the first time, quick clean out, get back out on the bike. Next time round, order new bearings before I do it and just swap them out. Again, each to their own opinion. I'm not telling anybody what to do. So, I've re-greased all in there, put plenty in. Whatever the bike doesn't want, it'll just squeeze out and you wipe off after. And the same underneath, as if you can see it. Probably not, the lighting's not very good. So now what I'll do, I'll get my bearings, just give them a little dry off a little bit, but there'll be oil inside on the ball bearings now. Same here. Both identical, which is something I checked after. And you pop them out because top and bottom, but obviously I'm using this grease. And I'll just put it all over the bearings and then just drop them back in. And we'll go from there. Oh, so the bottom one full of grease. So I'm just going to slide that in the bottom, and that much grease, hopefully it should just hold it in. And then do the top one. It's all nicely greased up. On to the next one, lovely greasy fingers. Try not to drop it. Plenty of grease on. Oh, put even more on after if you want to. Is that all done? Slide this one in. Loads of grease in there now. Plenty of grease in there. Whatever doesn't want to be there will come out. And we'll wipe it off after. And again, the same underneath. Time to start trying to assemble. So I'll give this a clean around here. It's a bit just full of grease really, and grit from riding. Put some bit of a grease around there, again doesn't really matter, and just some on there. Whatever doesn't want to be there will come out. And now I'm going to try and put it back up into here. so. And then we get this ring, which we also cleaned off, and I've just had it as it's shiny, just soaking in a bit of oil. Pop that on. Centres everything, keeps everything steady, stops it wobbling. Oh. And then we fit our rings back on in a bit. And we've also got this to fit on as well. Again, cleaned it all, make sure all the grit were gone. And just give it a wipe down with a bit of oil really. So just roughly nipped everything up because I want to now put it back on the floor with the wheel in, so this can be compressed, tighten that down, and then that will pull all this back together, and then we can tighten these up, making sure everything, the wheel's straight, the bars are straight, that's in place, and then we just tighten everything up nicely. Now the wheel's in, time to start lining everything up and getting it all right. So got everything level, that's in place, nice and level. The wheel, everything seems level. So now we'll tighten this down a little bit more to make sure it's all gripped together, and then tighten these two together. final checks will be with my torque wrench. Torque them up to the numbers. The numbers are all indicated here. And here. And we'll just make sure it's all torqued up properly.